to talk about, whatever you want to bring up.
Well, we're gonna get into it.
Yo, easy. I love it. You know, I'm on the hot seat for the first time. I like
100%. Yeah,
So,
it's basically started. I don't have the intro music and shit.
I don't need no intro
But
music.
you know,
nigga.
this is better this way because you know sometimes I'm anxious about starting it because I don't know if the people across from me are gonna give me some
content,
some juicy
something to grasp
shit.
on.
That's
Juice, something to
what I'm
grasp
saying.
on.
But now
Something
I
to
could probably
grasp
just
on.
like let you guys talk and just fuck off.
No, because I want you to talk too. We want you to talk too. What is this?
Welcome to the can opener. I think this is episode 15. I
Wow.
think. No,
You're
episode
tracking-
16.
When did you start it?
Same time you guys did.
Amazing.
And it's only episode 16. Nigga, we're on episode like 159.
Nigga, yeah,
You're
come
only-
on,
you're
man.
only-
You gotta
you're only
step
on
up your
episode
game, bro.
16,
Step up your
nigga.
game.
Episode 12. Okay, so introduce you guys.
I go first.
Go ahead.
Heads
Go
up,
ahead.
40s. We're about
I've been drinking.
60%
Bro,
of a bottle.
I've been drinking all night. I've been drinking all night. I've been drinking all night. I've been drinking. Okay. Well, my name is
That was
40.
the worst song off that tape, by the way.
Oh my
What
gosh.
tape was
That was
What is that?
Coloring Book.
No, stop. Stop.
Coloring
worst
Chance
song.
the Rapper?
Stop.
I don't, honestly, to be honest,
Sorry, just so emotional.
right?
Okay, well, before we go,
Don't
I'm
let
going
the
to
liquor
introduce
touch you
myself.
too much.
My name is 40, aka 48 Hype. You know what I mean?
Where can we find you?
You can find me on 48 Hype Instagram. You can find me on
Wait,
Twitter.
sorry, 40 hype?
Yeah,
40 yet? So FORDIET hype on
Correct.
Instagram.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Another one. So, you know what I mean? Evan's the producer of my Inside Source podcast show. He kills it. You know what I mean? I love his
Now we're on his.
podcast.
Yeah, you show me
Now
all the
we're on-
love. I appreciate
Now
it.
we're on
Yeah.
his shit.
No, your
I
shit
needed
is
to.
your shit is lit though. I love the Can Open
But we've
podcast.
been wanting to be on your shit.
I know. Why it takes
yeah.
so time? Why it takes so long, bro?
Bro, you guys are always on your
need-
own schedule.
I need to. No, you could have.
Yeah, you're right. No, me and you have to have like a one-on-one before you.
No problem.
Before
And,
you're.
and I'm gonna. And
I'll make the time.
And I'm gonna pass the ball to my man right here.
I got it. The ball. I'm Ronnie. Most people in the city just usually call me Ronnie B. Fucking from here. And I'm still here.
You're really an all-around talent.
You think so? You think I have that?
What song did you just play? You just spit bars,
that was
bro.
me, yo. That was me. shout out to who's now Artie Warhol. At the time was Artistic. That was me and Artistic. A track we made, and then you know it's funny because we linked up. Yo, we fucking saw each other last week or no? What am I saying? It was yesterday. I was done because today's Saturday. It was fucking yesterday. I'm saying last week out Loud Blogs. I'm like, yo, we should make more music. But yeah, it was me and him, and he killed the hook. He absolutely. It was Jug Phone. Our track together. That's what we named it.
Yeah.
He named it. Yo, I literally went in, did the verse. He did everything else. He fucking mixed and, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think he sent it off to get mixed and mastered.
So why don't you make more music?
That's the thing. I get asked that. Yo, I get to everyone who knows that I do music. I get asked that like crazy. One of the reasons why I'll spit it out. One of the reasons why is because
You scared?
no, I'm not scared.
What are you scared of, bro?
What are you scared of? Why are you
What you scared of? No, the kind of thing is, it was kind of conflicting for a bit because I work in the social services field, not as prominent as I am in the field as I used when I first started out, when I just first graduated. And you make shit, and a lot of people, like I'll get hit sometimes I'll get hit up and like, yo, be in a video or do this or do that. And then it's like, yo, if one of your clients recognize you and, you know, maybe you slipped up and said something and there's some shit and one of your clients see you and they're like, yo, you know, man's is, you know, you said this or whatever. It's kind of like, I work with a vulnerable population, right? And then it's kind of like, oh shit, you know, if I slip up, said this, that's part of why. But I mean, doing what I'm doing now, I'm embarking on kind of a new path within the field.
Yeah.
So I'm not as, I'm still taking precautions, but not as big as when I first started. You sort of gotta, you know, it's like you're in the water and you poke your head out and you look and then you see, you know, I don't know, or you poke your head down. Are there any sharks? Okay, no. Are there any fish? Let me go in a little deeper, you know, slowly kind of thing.
Are you cool to talk about your journey you're embarking on?
Yeah, Sure,
You
why
know,
not?
I just want to hear what's your thought
Break it
process.
down for me, boy.
So
Break it down.
How did you? Yeah.
So
first of all,
essentially, what happens is, I am cool with it because it's happening anyways, right?
Sweet.
Whether or not I talk about it.
Yeah.
So what happens is I graduated school this past year, I graduated from Algonquin College Community and Justice Services program. It's a great program.
It's a noble job, bro.
It is a noble job.
Noble.
So the job I'm going
Word
to
of the
do.
day.
So
Noble.
So before we get to that, so what happens is I was working for the John Howard Society, and then
My friend actually wants to work there for.
it's a pretty good job.
What's
actually.
the John Howard Society?
John Howard Society is a nonprofit organization that works with people in conflict with the Canadian criminal justice system.
Interesting.
I worked at a CRF, is more commonly known term as a halfway house. Now used CRF is
Criminal
community residential facility.
Okay.
I haven't been in school in so long, but I worked at one. I won't say where or anything like that. I won't put that out.
Sorry, can you just give me my phone there?
Someone's calling.
It's on the cross the seat. Can you just go there? I do apologize, guys. I do apologize,
Yeah,
Evan.
come on, 40, bro. What the
40s, I know. Men's are. And 40 needs his phone.
What are you gonna be on 40 now?
Oh shoot! Yeah, continue.
It's a one-on-one, right? But anyways, so that was happening, and then while I was there,
So sorry. Yeah, what were you doing? And were you like?
so essentially, it's just you work with male offenders coming out of the correctional system.
Okay,
and
so
then,
were you like security, or were you like
it's
sort of a
you're
therapeutic?
I was a part-timer, so kind of essentially a support staff, right?
So were you kind of counseling these people?
I wasn't to the point of counseling. Really, my job was essentially monitoring.
Okay.
Monitoring while I was there, and then monitoring while I was there, and then you just essentially watch cameras. It's two forms of security. When you break it down, there's static security and there's dynamic security. That's in a lot of these places. And then there's more dynamic than static. Static is more tangible things. Cameras, reinforced doors, all this shit.
Yeah.
There's not
Did any
many
crazy
of that.
shit go down?
No, never. And I wouldn't be able to speak on it even
Yeah,
if it had.
true.
But no, nothing ever happened like that. And people always, the most common question I get asked is, have I ever feared for my life? No, it's nothing like that. But essentially what had happened is while I was doing that, I applied for a job with CSC, so Correctional Services Canada, and then
Through the Government of Canada website? Or whatever,
exactly. And then that was when I was still a student. And then I ended up applying for the job. And then, you do a bunch of stuff. You have to
do like a criminal background check and like give all your information.
So essentially, first initial screening is like you initially get screened, and it's a kind of thing where they send you a bunch
How's the
of
screening
stuff.
process? Is it hard? Is it long?
If you meet the criteria to meet initial screening, then they send you. So if you meet initial screening, you meet it, and then they send you this like 30-page thing. And then you got to fill out a lot of it and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And you fill it out and you do all this stuff.
Okay, so when did you hear from them after the application?
You send in the application, you drop it off, and then you wait a bit, and then you got to do tests. You got to do a bunch of testing, psychological, a lot of shit, physical as well, all this stuff. And then essentially it comes to the point where from the time where I applied to now, it's been like almost a year. It's been past a year. It's been over a year.
When did you hear confirmation that you were going to get the job?
That was recent.
That was recent?
like last month.
What were your emotions and feelings going hearing that phone call? Because I'm sure there's a mix, right?
Honestly, all of it's been through as funny as it is. All of it's been through email. It was crazy. It's straight email, yeah.
So what you're doing is you're going to Edmonton,
yes,
to work in a maximum facility prison.
Yes.
So what is it like thinking that like, oh shit, like I got the job, right?
We're gonna have to edit that out after.
Okay,
because I can't give too specific. I can't get too specific.
Yeah, so
I can say.
So you were excited about getting the job.
Yeah.
But what were the feelings about leaving your hometown and your homies?
Kind of excited.
And your family? Yeah?
Kind of excited. Yeah.
Wow.
Excited.
Wow.
Excited because excited because as many times as much as you hear the world's it's a small world. It's a small world if you allow it to be small. it can be as big as you want it
Another
to be.
one.
And if you allow it to if you want to merge
You're
out,
smart.
if you want to branch off, and if you want to see more, then you can always see more. So I've seen Ottawa for my entire life. And
I have this Frank Ocean line nights, and he says people from my past life, and I love the thought of having people from my past life. Because that means you're moving forward, right? That means you're going somewhere. That means you're continuing to continue.
Exactly. Now the thing is is it a kind of thing where I'm gonna forget everyone I ever? No.
You better
But it's
not forget
No,
me.
it's a kind of thing where I'm building for myself, right? And I'm looking to build for myself, and I'm looking to establish a career, kind of thing.
Exactly, but it's even better because you're kind of like putting your friends through a sifter. Like, you know what I mean? You're filtering out the good ones that you're going to keep, that are necessary in life, and the rest are just going to...
Yeah. So whoever's going to fall off is going to fall off, kind of thing, which is very true. And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna not surround myself with people, because I always have my entire life. And, now is the time where you're going to need people a lot. It's a difficult job. But, so I'm going to go out and do that. And
That's deep.
And then I'm looking to, I'm not anxious. I don't get a lot of anxiety, kind of thing.
Have you ever felt anxiety in your life?
Yes, I felt anxiety, not major, not to the point where I felt the need to make any videos about it. Or I'm not discrediting anyone who does that. I'm not make videos or tweet about it. No, I'm not discrediting anyone who does that.
Condescending.
Like, yo, if you've done that, and if you felt, I guess for some people it actually is a gateway to, like, yo, let me medicate.
Is it really though?
Fuck, bro.
Intentions behind it.
The thing is, it's watered down, because a lot of people will say it is, right?
Yeah.
Are they actually? Is it actually? I mean, am I in these people's minds? Am I in their shoes? Have I ever been in their shoes? I just said that I don't experience that much anxiety, so I don't.
Yeah.
And I don't get nervous that often. I've gotten nervous before, but is it a way to fucking kind of self-medicate? I mean, the thing is allowing someone to be an internet warrior might allow them to not be a warrior in the streets, right? Like, who knows? Maybe cleaning up the 140 characters might prevent someone from cleaning up the streets with, God forbid, with a gun or something crazy, right? Some crazy shit.
So you're saying that it's positive because it can be an outlet for someone's crazy bullshit that they might inflict on the public?
Here's the thing, though, is it is crazy. Like, yo, most of the time it is fucking crazy bullshit, but there's going to be so many people on the internet. There's going to be a recipient of the crazy bullshit. So a lot of times these people just want an audience, right? They want someone, they want attention. Some type of, please, like, let me get some type of recipient. Let me get some type of reception from this. Someone will be like, start talking shit to them, and they'll talk shit back. And rather be that than, you know what, no one's giving me what I need. I'm not getting anything. Let me, God forbid, but do something to actually harm people,
Yeah. So
to physically harm.
what do you think?
Sorry,
I was gonna say, what do you think is the cause of that?
That
why do people
like school shootings or some stupid shit like that? Fuck, I don't know. I really, like, I don't know. I've never felt the need. I've never felt some type of way to feel the need to go inflict pain, emotional. Most of the time it's been not physical, but emotional and or physical pain on someone else because of the way I feel or because of something that's happened to me. I've never felt that, so I really don't know.
It's crazy though, because me and my roommate have been having this talk a lot, and it's like we kind of label these people who do these school shootings and this crazy shit as crazy people. You know what I mean? They're automatically labeled as
to
not
the
one of us.
majority. Yeah, to the majority of society.
The 0.1%. But you think about back in World War II, and you think about Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
You think about how many Nazis there were.
Yeah.
Not every single one of these people were crazy people.
No.
What happens?
Some of these people were downright regular people,
exactly.
Right?
So how does that happen? I think it's dangerous to just label it as crazy, because
you're just saying that you're kind of discrediting how intelligent and how dangerous the thing is really is.
Exactly, the psychological patterns that follow that happening
might kind of speak to how powerful that the figure at the top was, right?
Yeah.
And which we all know.
Yeah.
But as much as he's painted bad, he's been painted bad. He's been painted as demonic. Or I mean, not painted as. I mean, it's a demonic act to get a mass following to follow you. And listen, part of Nazi training was these mans were given a puppy and they had to shoot the puppy in the fucking face, kind of shit. Like that was part of the training. That was part of the like, let's prepare your psyche for going to do this, but not like, can you imagine, like
just dehumanizing something
straight. And it's like, but
dehumanizing. I like that word.
Speaks volumes to the presence at the top, right? Like,
Gross,
can you
man. It
imagine?
gives me shivers.
Could you imagine being that powerful, having that kind of mind that you can get masses of people to follow you to go commit a crazy, like arguably one of the, or if not the craziest genocide in history.
The craziest thing that's ever happened in human history. Especially recorded human history.
Some people, the thing why I say one of is because some people say one of, or the was, one will say slavery. Some people say slavery was, other people say it was, I don't know. There's a bunch
I like what you said, recorded. Because there's been a lot of genocides in human history.
Yes.
But then this is
recorded. It was
recorded.
Yeah. It was, and it's in history, right? Every time kids are going through school and they're learning history kind of shit.
So sorry, I just want to, since we're speaking on this, I don't know, we would fucking jump into this subject, but it's like a crazy, crazy subject.
Yeah.
And, I'd say he was demonic. He was like, he was pure evil, right?
Nuts.
So what do you guys think as young
but powerful,
as young black men in North America? We live in Canada. We live in a very privileged place. I think anyway.
I won't deny that.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of the symbolism that is returning to the political and societal, like the imagery that is popping up more and more often throughout our news, like these far right white nationalist marches that are screaming like Jews will not replace us.
Oh yeah, like
what is that? What do you guys think of that? What do you guys take from that?
Honestly, my friend, one of my people I really respect. Shout out to Mike Doucette.
Yeah, sorry. Before you get into this, can we cheers real quick?
Of course.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Of course, but get into it.
Yes, please.
Cheers.
Life. Of course.
Cheers. Yeah. 40. I hope you make it.
I know, man.
I hope
Fred,
so.
you might want to eat or something like that.
I'm gonna get a big stuff. We're going to eat after.
Yo,
yeah.
We're going to get none of that shit in my car.
No. Are you kidding me, bro? We're going to go eat after. Okay, I need to eat up. Okay,
sorry,
but
your buddy.
Yeah, but so one of the guys I actually respect, this guy called Mike Doucette from Athletes for Action. He told me something. He's like, as humans, we'll always go too far on the swing. It's really hard for humans to go in the middle and try to understand each other. That's the core of it. You know what I mean? And one of the biggest things when I see this is just like, we don't learn from history. We just repeat it. Literally, if you look at the history of humans, we just keep on repeating the exact same mistake, right? Like all these far right movements, like these supporters, they know what it is.
Why do you think that is? Do you think that's like inevitably human nature?
To repeat history?
Yeah.
I have a different idea. It's not the most popular idea. I'm a really like, I believe spiritual person. I believe like it comes like just something that we just call love. Love is strong. You love your mom.
The fucking strongest shit ever.
Love is the strongest shit ever. Yeah. But what's the second after love? Hate.
And fear.
And hate is something, and sometimes, like you said something really important, Evan, here. He said, we just label as crazy, but we don't talk about that aspect.
The background
of it, right? Is like
the context within that situation.
And in our society, we kind of start underestimating what hate does. And if you hate somebody, you will go out of the way, and it's a personal choice.
And we just talked about the greatest example of when that was implemented, when hate was implemented onto a group of people.
It was a recorded hate.
Yeah.
That was a recorded hate.
Yeah.
There was hate and there was. See, here's the thing though, is we now, I mean, being where we are now.
Yeah.
So if you ask me what I think, I'll speak back on it later, or I'll speak on it now, and then I'll go into your question, kind of answer your question as best as I can. But if you ask me like, what I think of the like white nationalists and all that shit, I think that these people look for recipients, right? And they get fuel by people getting in their face. See, now with people getting in their face, now they'll feel like they have more of a purpose. Then when they feel like they have more of a purpose, they'll gain more of a following. Now, once they gain more of a following, see how it's kind of a ladder and there's more shit that contributes to it.
So you're basically
But is that their main intention?
No, I don't believe that. I think
their main intent, if they hate someone, then maybe they do. But the thing with hate is, for hate to prosper, you have to fuel the hate. The more you fuel the hate, like if you did someone, if I do something to you and you hate, like, I would never intentionally harm anyone.
Yeah, Ronnie's the sweetest guy.
I would never intentionally harm someone you love. But if I did and you hated me, well, then you fucking like. It's kind of justifiable dislike, right? You justifiably dislike someone. But if you hate someone based on some form of appearance or some form of genetics that were passed down to the person, then hate kind of blurs the line into ignorance at that point, right? Where you might not be educated. So anyways, then you get these people, and I don't pay too much mind to this thing, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers that where they were,
some
called
crazy shit.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy, right? And it feels like we're taking steps back. It feels like it, but really, like, or go ahead.
I'll just say that I really want to push back on you and on your point is saying, Ron, you got to be really, really careful. You got to take these guys seriously. Think about, especially in the States. If you look back at the history, I was watching, I forgot the name of the actor, but he has a show where they just motorcycle all over the place, right? And he did that one with Dave Chappelle, and I say it all the time. And one of the things that they went to eat at this famous place, and they went to see the first black free school after slavery, right?
Yeah.
And then they were walking, and both of them were Dave Chappelle, and the other dude was just like, man, this place feels like so much history. Like, you know what I mean? And basically, it's a place we should never forget because, listen, at the peak, the groups like the KKK had 1 million followers. And their purpose of goal was to eradicate the black race.
Not only the black race.
No, not only the black race.
Races, but yeah.
But
it's to marginalize.
To marginalize people. Everybody. To marginalize a lot of people. You're
exactly.
right.
I mean, essentially to marginalize anything that wasn't like the Aryan. Yo, there's there's specials.
But we should take these guys really seriously. Don't take them lightly. That's the thing.
I agree. An example of that is with Nazi Germany. Nazi Germany started out with 1% of the population.
People thought they were crazy, right? And people thought Hitler was crazy. Like, oh, he's crazy. He's never going to do that.
He went to jail before he became leader or whatever. That was a fringe group. That was just as a fringe group as these white nationalists within the southern part of the United States. So I agree with that point. You need to take them seriously. But there's a lot of arguments. I'm curious to hear what
I'm not on the opposite. I won't say I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum, but I'm saying, okay, one thing, I'm not fucking there. So I don't know to what extent this shit's going on. You know what? That's exactly it. I don't know to what extent this shit's going on. A lot of times, all we can do up here is where we are, where we're located, is have conversations about it, right?
I think that's a fucking great point because
we get fed whatever we see and what we hear,
we
what
get
we read.
fed, and you're doing the opposite of what any idiot does when he sees the headline of an article.
Is go crazy.
He doesn't even read the shit, right? He just gets fed that article and he reacts to that article. And what you're doing is saying, I don't have all the information there. And I think that needs to be, more people need to say that. More people need to understand that there's more context behind the story.
See, here's the thing. I don't disagree that we do need to take him seriously. Now, some of the shit.
If a guy's telling you
some of the shit,
I will kill you. You like these guys are literally like they're literally saying it that, right? You know what I mean?
Well,
and they're using the thing is about how smart they evolved to a new way that they're using political terms. They realize that they can't just say, "Oh, I hate you," like back in the days. Now they're using political terms, like, "Oh,"
and they're using skewed statistics, to try to say facts are against you.
So you gotta understand, like even on TV, like a big thing is like they'll say, "Oh, 90% of all black." There's such thing as a black crime. First of all, a person break it up. There's no such thing as black crime. There's only such thing as crime. I don't care what color you are. If you do a crime, there's a crime. 85% of murders happen. Murders that happen in the white community is done by another white person. And the reason why is because if you study criminology, you know that murderers tend to kill people that are alike. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go.
What's the percentage of the likeliness for you to get killed by your own family? It's way higher than just a random person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something stupid statistic because of like you getting killed by your own family.
A murderer is
these are general these are
Yeah.
general statistics, right? I mean, and then there's other factors that play into the shit, like where you are, where you're all this different shit.
Yeah, but they'll use that.
There's a higher percentage.
They
you'll be
use
harmed
that
by.
and they use that to brand a public wrong idea. You know.
So how? Because I've been having this conversation with a lot of people. How do we fix that? Because there's two sides to the argument. There's the Black Lives Matter argument.
You can't.
Which is, okay, we need to focus on a race, and we need to come together, and we need to be together, and we need to focus on the fact.
Yo, you motherfucking can't. I'll say that. I'll put it right out.
But then you got the left, or not the left wing, the right wing, the far right that says, okay, there's no. You can't focus on race, right? Like you can't, even though they are. But how do you fix a racial?
You can't.
How do you?
You don't. You can't. I'll put it out there. You can't. Is what I mean. If anyone who
you can't fix the problem of racial relations.
I think you can.
Oh, racial relations in terms of what? Wait.
That's what I was saying because
I probably should let you finish. Yeah, go ahead.
So, how do you fix racial relations without focusing on race itself? Because that is division within itself, right? Is focusing on race itself.
Listen, there's a lot. Here's the thing too: is there's a lot of division narratives pushed behind. There's a lot of division narratives that's propaganda that are pushed forward too. Like the media feeds in. How is it every fucking time I watch American news, it's rarely something of a good Samaritan act or something like that. It's rarely ever that. It's always police shot this, or these guys are protesting, this is going on. It's all. I think there's a lot of division narratives that are pushed forward as part of the agenda.
It's
too,
clickbait
right?
Before clickbait was even a clickbait.
Yes. But now, is it to say that a lot of, like Fordi said, some of this shit should be taken seriously? Absolutely. I'm not saying it shouldn't. I'm saying a lot of people and this is the thing, a lot of people who aren't involved. I think the majority of people who speak out on a lot of the shit aren't involved, right? But it's good that you're speaking out because it means you're noticing something's going on. And it's good to notice shit, but how far can you really take it and say, okay, now the thing is can we fix race relations? If a mentality has been passed down, it's been implemented into you, a lot of times it's not easy to fix. It'll take an experience.
Can I tell you something? Somebody said something. Lupe Fiasco's "Prisoner" song. He said something really. I started a song.
Guy's a genius.
He saw something amazing. He said, "He's like this. The king of music. Music is the king of all professions." I said to my friend, he's like, "Why?" He said, because music changes souls." And there was a guy, I seen this article recently about the CIA agent that said, oh, they helped assassinate Bob Marley. Something like this. It was in the news, right? But basically, like I'm not going to go into too much in the details of it, but basically we're saying that Bob Marley's music was becoming dangerous to the establishment of music, right? Because it was changing people's minds.
It wasn't actually becoming dangerous, but I get what they're saying.
No, because the thing is, like you said, education, music, art, you know what I mean? Especially,
it was bringing forth a different perspective.
It breaks the social barrier because I think we are the same people.
people like Bob Marley get shot the same reason why people like Martin Luther King get shot.
Yeah.
And the reason why JFK gets shot, right?
Yeah. Because they don't want division.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Here's the
They
thing.
want to help.
Can we prove that? No, but yes. Like, do I?
It's my
do
thought.
I think?
Because he's a warrior.
Do I think like you?
Yeah.
If you brought to me some evidence that said that, yo, listen, Bob Marley was. If you brought forth some evidence and you had a collection of documents that spoke to this fact, I would not discredit it at all. But can it be proved? It's the kind of thing, though, on both sides. Like, if you say fucking Donald Trump, it's like kind of the thing. Like, Donald Trump's not a puppet. He's not like Donald Trump to me is an actual president, and he's good, and he's not doing anything that's playing to America's detriment politically. You think kind of like, oh, like, well, okay, well, that's. I mean, can I prove anything that what Donald Trump's doing is, it's completely, it's by the book, no, but the thing is, I don't discredit that, and I think so too. Like, I think, honestly, like, Bob Marley, Pac, fucking, a bunch of these greats that were taken away.
Someone
Even
was a
bit
message.
of Michael Jackson, kind of shit. Like,
I'll trash Michael Jackson, but
I
He's
don't
not
think
really
so.
in the same category.
Not in the same realm,
No.
but I mean, when I look at Michael's music and the impact he had, kind of shit. But it's crazy that he's worth more dead than he was alive. But that I think is nuts. That I think is crazy. But I mean, if you say that, then I'll be like, yeah, okay, yeah, I believe it.
So
can't be proven, but
then. Don't you think you're saying it doesn't be proven? So how important is it for us to follow our intuition?
Yeah.
Within this realm of fucking crazy shitstorm of things that we have.
The thing is you can. How I take things, and you guys take things the way you want to. How I take things, how I go about my daily living, is nothing is of a certainty until it actually occurs. And even when it does occur, question how did it occur and who's the source of the information. Motherfucker, listen. Motherfucker, listen. Motherfucker, listen. Pac got shot. Okay? Yeah. That's a fact. Pac was shot on more than one occasion.
Shot me 5 times, real. But don't die.
On one night he got shot and killed, shot to death. Do you guys have any idea how many fucking stories, how many fucking people have come out and spoke? Oh, well, it happened this way. Yo, listen, Vlad TV, look it up I don't know if you've ever seen the interviews or not. Vlad from Vlad TV, and this was crazy to me, but he got the detectives that were apparently working the case to come and speak on how the shit unfolded. The 2 detectives the lead detectives on the case, Vlad TV, if you guys have ever seen, it was a bunch of, well, it unfolded like this, Pac would ride like this, and they're Southern guys. These guys are, how it happened, all this shit.
There's a bunch of bullshit.
So many, the thing is what is bullshit and what isn't?
No, you can say, I like what you said, intuition. Because the thing is, human progress has been made a lot of time with intuition. You know what I mean? And one of the biggest thing is that, like, say you live in that, you're put yourself in you live in Nazi Germany, right? Yeah. You see, it's the law to discriminate against people. It's the law. It's a fact law. You're taught at school. You're this. You know what I mean? You go around school and you see a Nazi officer beating up this old black or German or a Jewish person. Okay, it's the law. It's okay to do it. You see it a million times. You have an intuition that something's there. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on, but you know that something's there because there was actually a case about it. Like I studied in school where a Nazi Germany guy came to the court and was just like, "Hey, I was just following the laws of the land and the constitutional law." But they were trying to say that there's something beyond laws that you have to understand. Like they call it natural law, like kind of intuition.
So is natural law morality?
Basically morality that you, as a human, there's an instinct that separates us from animals. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because if you were just talking about like the survival of the fittest, it's fine. You know what I mean? It'll be good. But the thing is, there's something about our humanity that separates us.
So
some of natural law is morality, but think about what's natural law to us now. where does it derive from? What would you say that thou shall not kill is natural law? Would you say that that's like a basis, like thou shall not kill, like, you know, just, but where does that come? Where does that come from though? Like that's an actual law. So a lot of laws, a lot of what we would consider natural law stem from laws. Now, what came first? It's like chicken or the egg. What came first? Were humans, you know, I don't know, coming up with foundation off of intuition and conscious and saying, like hunter gatherers coming, you know, listen, I won't kill you. You no kill me. I no kill you kind of shit. Like, you know, we hunt together kind of shit, you know, like we'll hunt together and, you know, like does it stem from that, or was it an institution kind of thing, and the institution came together and said, okay, we will not kill, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not do this.
And isn't using your intuition going against that institution? Because our intuition is thinking that shit is wrong. Your intuition
for a lot of shit, yeah.
Your intuition is, no, I need more facts. I need to get this shit straight because there's more context to the story, and that's your intuition.
And the thing is, I will say that to Ronnie is that if people were to think like that too much, Ronnie, this conversation will never happen. We won't be able to have this conversation together.
That what?
Today, because the thing is, like if you look at Martin Luther King's intuitions, if you look at the stuff, you know what I mean? There were strict laws to not march and to not do this, like, you know what I mean?
Well, you definitely wouldn't have Bob Marley because that's all that music is created from feeling.
For feeling, yeah. And that's why the thing is, guys, we're human. We have to go.
If everyone thought like what, we wouldn't be having the conversation though. If everyone didn't question shit.
No. The thing is, if everybody were just like, oh, I have to see the more evidence, the more things, you know what I mean? Then
that's what creates conversations like this, because you think to yourself, wait, this person, I know this motherfucker doesn't think like this. I know this motherfucker doesn't believe in what the news is feeding you.
But the thing is, let's okay. Let me 150.
I think the great point here is you're right and you're right. Because
but
without your perspective, Ronnie's wouldn't exist, and without Ronnie's perspective, yours wouldn't exist.
It's based on perspective. At the end of the day, it's all how you see shit, right? No, but which is what creates the conversation.
Exactly.
Like a good example too is like I don't know, like no shots fired, but like we started this class thing. I seen this thing. It's called social Darwinism, which basically was saying like 150 years ago, like say, Black people were not seen as human. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like at least the ones that were living under under colonial imperialism. So that was, you were taught that in school. You were taught that every single day. That was
normalized. It was,
you know
what I
mean? And
it was regular. It was regular. It wasn't no.
And Black people were dehumanized.
Yeah,
and that's how normal people
saw the
fed
shit. Like,
into the lie. That's how they were a part of that, which is so sinister to a certain extent, right? And that's what Nazi Germany was doing to these puppies when they were dehumanizing their soldiers and they were shooting puppies.
And you get a guy like I watched this movie Birth of a Nation by Nat.
That's powerful.
Yeah, that's powerful. Nat Turner basically was raised up and he was
Nat Turner, not the Nat Turner, the porn star, eh?
No.
What?
God.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh my gosh, Roddy. Not that.
Nat Turner bought Black dude, the porn star?
No shit.
Nat Turner.
How do you even know this?
I was like, this. Yo, Nat Turner was in a movie, my nigga, an inspirational movie too. I was like, yo, Nat Turner.
Gosh.
I was gonna say, because yo, this porn star called Nat Turner is fucking bald Black dude. I was saying, Nat Turner is expanded from porn, my nigga. Good for that nigga.
You're right. You're crazy, bro.
Yo,
okay, go on.
That's good for that nigga.
But not that. But Nat Turner, the freedom fighter, right? Basically, like I'm not gonna go along in the story, but basically, Nat Turner was a kid.
Nat Turner was a kid that was born into slavery.
It was brought up by he had a talent of reading at a young age, right? So what they will do they will have the plantation, the slaves plantations, and they have the slaves that they keep at their house, right? And then he was one of the slaves that kept at their house, and his goal was they taught him like what, quote unquote, what they believed was in their viewpoint Christianity.
He studied the Bible,
and then to kind of corrupt, not to kind of use the word of the Bible to try to tell the slaves not to rebel, right?
to get the slaves not to rebel, they get Nat Turner to go be a preacher because he looked like them.
Yeah.
To
use them as a peon.
Exactly.
There was a lot of that.
Yeah, but
And it still
a lot of
happens.
and it still
It
happens
still
today. Happens
happens.
today.
Sacrificial lamb, nigga, is essentially what it is.
And it still happens. And
It's Uncle Tom.
yeah, Uncle Tom, and basically
That's
and,
exactly what that is.
and basically Nat Turner was there, and then when you read it, and he listened to his the thing is, listen to his intuition, and I like the story because he used both of our perspective, because he listened to his intuition there, and he actually researched it, because he was like, bro, if you're telling me God's telling us everybody's equal, why are you treating these people like this? My intuition is telling me something is wrong. And basically what Nat Turner did, he created one of the biggest rebel cells and rebel against the people. A lot of people discredit him, and like a lot of like priests or Christian people will like quote unquote will disturb him, say that he didn't have such a big impact because he fought and killed people, right? But you had to look at the context that the dude was fighting for freedom, for people to be used as humans.
You got to kill sometimes. There is a certain extent, especially back then.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a term for
Fuck. If that's yes, absolutely. If that's yes, I don't disagree with that at all.
Self-defense is real. Self-defense will hold up in a court of
Ronnie,
law. Also, it will hold up within heaven or whatever you want to believe in.
And that's why he was telling the
I
people.
don't disagree. I don't disagree at all.
Yeah.
Trust
So,
me when I
but
tell
then, like you said, it's really important that people get two perspectives sides, right? And they can come to the middle. That's what I want people to do. Come to the middle.
Okay, so I want to get in this too. Why did you want to start your podcast? What was the inspiration behind starting your podcast?
Well, I started the Inside Story podcast really because I used to always listen to podcasts. I used to listen to Joe Rogan's podcast.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I like Joe Rogan.
Is it a good one?
You need to listen to
Joe
it.
Rogan.
Joe Rogan?
The thing is, I don't agree 100% with everything Joe Rogan says.
But he has some interesting people.
But I respect him because he's able.
Who's he had? Who was
1,000 people.
The thing is, I respect about him, he's able to put himself in another perspective and discuss, I don't agree with this, I don't agree with this, and they can do it in a calmly respectable way, right? And it also came to the way that I see there's a lot of people, and that's one of the biggest part I wanted to do, that I wanted to discuss, learn, because I was always the kind of guy, like I watched this movie when I was a kid, it's called Travel the World in 80 Days, right? And I want to travel the world, I want to see different people, I want to understand why they think this way, right? I have my perspectives, okay? It doesn't mean that we're always gonna agree on certain things, but I want to understand you.
Where did your curiosity come from, do you think?
Because I honestly came out from my parents, because my parents, I was bred in a really Christian home, right? Christian home sense, right?
Were you like tight, like no jerking off, no having sex before marriage?
No, yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
that crazy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It wasn't. It
no
was
jerking off.
Oh yeah, definitely. My mom
God
was
doesn't like that,
yeah, definitely. My mom told me stuff like that. You know what I mean? And definitely, it wasn't allowed in my house. I'll be honest with you
What kind
guys.
of conversation is that?
No, but there was a thing.
You go like this. Nah.
Yeah. So, but the thing is about my parents, they were like really like conservative in like their beliefs. But the thing is, I always respected my parents. Is that my parents, at the end of the day, like I would see them, like my mom's closest friend was this Hindu lady. You know what I mean? And then she would always like, she was my babysitter. They would like hang out all the time. And then my other closest friend was this Muslim lady that my mom had friends with, and I would go to her house all the time, right? And they were just have two separate beliefs. You know what I mean? And what God is, trust me, you had to be there for these arguments about what God is, right? Who God is, right, in this house. But the thing is, they would just so much respect each other. Like, I would go to her house all the time. They would call each other all the time. They would hang out. So at a young age, I was able to see that, listen, they have a different perspective, but at the end of the day, we're all human. We share the same blood. Like, and my parents will always tell me for that, respect everybody, right? So
Powerful, man.
And that was like, I always tell people, that was the strongest thing my parents always gave me. You know what I mean? So at that age, I was just like, man, like, I want to see other people. I like meet other people that speak differently than me, that view the world different than me. Like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're all the same. You know what I mean? So I was never afraid of going there.
It's so fucking unbelievable because I feel like I share the same experience with you. My mom was she did like international development in other countries. She went to India for multiple months, and we had Japanese exchange students in our house when I was growing up. You know what I mean? She was so into pushing or just introducing me to other cultures.
Yeah.
And I like the same with you. I credit that exact same thing with you because it's kind of trippy. Because that kind of doubles down on my argument that diversity makes you a better human being.
That's not. That's true. I think that honestly, yeah, that could be proven. That's fact. I think it's fact.
That's fact, and that's just even more concrete fact with you sharing that story with me because I totally relate.
Yeah,
that's like that's same
fucking fact.
100%.
And then that's what I went to a school, like, you know what I mean? I went to one of my schools. I'm not gonna mention 2 names, but started talking to people, and I seen how people were so close-minded, right? And then like even me, that's a majority. That's a majority I find for the city we're in. Even me, as I believe in God, I believe in just as a Christian person, like I feel like the quote unquote church is so close minded to a lot of different things, and then like
the church of nowadays, especially more than back.
Yeah. And then I would look at them, and then like you know what I mean. And my parents will, like, I would look at them, and I'm like. It was just shocking because the way that I was raised, I was like you said, I was instilled those values upon us. I went to the world thinking that everybody's like that, and I went to the world thinking, whoa, people are not like that,
That's
right?
True.
Some people don't like you being different than them. Some people don't like you having accents. Some people don't like you. You know what I mean? And it would just shock me because I was just like, is it that serious? Like, right? So it was just It really shocked me, and that going back trying to inside source, I feel like there's a lot of young people starting up their like artists, YouTuber, whatever business people. They're stirring up their stuff right now, right? And what I wanted to do is I wanted them to give them a head start, give them a voice, right? Because I'm a kind of guy like I always want to cheer for the up and coming person. You know what I mean? And the like kind of the little guy,
you
right?
You want to uplift.
Yeah, I want to uplift. That's what the thing is. And my dad always told me, if you live this world and you haven't done anything to uplift people, like you can have $1 billion, but then if you do not use that to uplift people, you can have $1, but you can still use it to uplift people, right? And
it's super interesting because it goes back to what you were saying before. You saying, I'm always going to spend time with people because I can't live with people, right? When we were talking about you going away to do your job, and it goes to that, it's you. Charlemagne the God said, "Do you listen to Charlemagne's podcast?"
Yo, that one's fun.
You listen to Brilliant Idiots?
I love Schultz. I love Schultz.
He's like you because he thinks like you.
Because he doesn't go with fucking everyone. I love listen.
Yes.
I wish I was on that podcast sometime.
Bro,
because Schultz is fucking like the way he thinks. He doesn't speak. He doesn't go with the grain kind of thing. He goes against it sometimes, a lot of times. And he likes doing the devil's advocate thing. And a little more than I do, because I don't always like being on the hot spot, but I do. Because sometimes I'll just talk shit. But not
how important that is, so.
Yes, it's dope. To go against the grain sometimes and maybe spark something in one person and to inspire, to get someone to think different, like think like this.
Exactly.
Just for a second. Think like this a little.
Challenge people.
Yeah, I like that.
But it goes back. He said that, it was just some random podcast. And he's like, I was hitting up some friends and, I just want to help them. And he's like, at where I'm at today, and I think me and my buddy were having a great conversation the other day, and I think experience leads to truth. That is the only way you can achieve truth, is through experience. So I believe Charlemagne the God when he says that helping other people is the meaning to life.
For sure.
What uplifting, what your dad says, like if you love this world, it's like that is where you get the most high.
Yeah,
that is where that like spiritual God high comes in when you help other people.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, one of the things a lot of people will say here and be like, "Oh, doing God's work, you're gonna go hell." And the thing is, but the biggest thing even tells you is
Wait, what did you just say? Doing God's work, you're gonna go to hell?
No. I said no. I just said. I said some of these people, preachers, will go around saying, "You're gonna go to hell because you don't follow this."
Okay.
But the thing is, the biggest thing is love your neighbor like you love yourself. I truly believe that's me. Like, and trust me, sometimes some of your neighbors are assholes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you should always have this common respect respect for that.
Because of Ronnie's point and Ronnie's perspective of there is context behind that situation.
Yeah.
You need to understand the facts behind the situation of why that motherfucker is pissed off.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And that's why, like me and Ronnie, I grew up with Ronnie for a long time. We have a lot of opposite views. But things I always like about Ronnie, I always respect about Ronnie is like, we can have the discussion. And sometimes I learn things from him. And sometimes he learns things. And like, it's always like out of respect, right? And I feel like when I'm looking at this world and when I'm looking at the situation that's going on, it's just like, man, like, not to, this is going to sound a little cliche, but I'm like, where is the love? Like, where, like,
yo, it's right here.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Exactly.
It's right here. But this is why this time.
But here's the thing, what if the love is more present than we think it is, but niggas don't show it, dog. They're not showing because yo, this is what I mean. This is what I mean by division narratives and that being in division being in the agenda and being in the because yo, they'll never show you of any like you'll never see it, right? They don't want to capture that because it doesn't sell. It doesn't grasp your attention as much as the fucking, you know, these motherfuckers marching and saying, you know, kill all niggers and all this stupid shit. Like, it doesn't grasp, there's no recipients for that.
But you know what's
for
powerful?
The love kind of shit.
But you know what's powerful, dude? Is I think that's changing. I think with you guys doing this podcast, you guys doing the Insorted Source podcast, me doing the Can Opener podcast, people like Elon Musk doing Tesla and SpaceX, people like Jeff Bezos doing Amazon, they're these entrepreneurs that blew up from nothing. They didn't live privileged lives. They came into it. They understand the hard work and the people that created them. There's a different kind of psychology that's going on around with the internet because of the internet, because of it's such a powerful tool that us three here can sit down and have this conversation and we can have millions of people listen to it.
And that'd be sick.
And they're setting the gold standard.
Even like Gary V too. Gary Vaynerchuk. I love the stuff he was trying. He was just trying to see.
Gary V's huge. You know who I fucks with? I won't lie. No one else does, but I love him. Is Ty Lopez. He started from the fucking books and his garage and the Lamborghini in the background, and no one messes with Ty Lopez.
Though.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, hey, the
thing with Ty Lopez is I feel like he's very transparent and what
I never heard of him, to be honest.
Really? The dude with the glasses.
The books and the Ferrari.
Yo, look. Here's the thing. I feel like he's very transparent. This is what I love about Ty Lopez. And I don't know much about fucking Ty Lopez, but from what I see is that he says, look, you want the Lamborghini and you want the Ferrari, you want the women. He's surrounded by women or by pretty women, you know, always surrounded by women and materialistic things. But he also does shit
then it goes to the intention.
He sat down and had you know, he'll do shit with his family too. Like he sat down, he has a bunch of money, he sat down and had dinner with his grandma and he took his grandma out, all that. He does that too. He's down to earth, but he's very transparent. And I feel like that kind of shit, like I feel like it's not shown enough. I feel like a lot of dudes are just like, listen, just work hard and do that. But Ty Lopez will be like, look, if you want, and Ty Lopez does essentially the same kind of shit. Like he's drawn up the formulas for people on YouTube and on whatever.
But there isn't a formula. That's the thing. There's no shortcut.
Yes, you're
right. That's what I'm saying.
There's no one formula to fucking attain. Yeah, no, you're right. But he said,
that's a lie. That's what I say. That's a lie.
When I say formula, he didn't draw out, like he didn't say, "Okay, you're gonna go do this first and."
But he does, and he sells that to people who are gullible enough to believe that there is a formula.
Okay, so here's the thing: I'm not gullible enough to believe that there's no fucking formula. Yeah. But Ty Lopez, in the essence of it, truly says, "Look, motherfucker, work for it." Work. If you want this, he'll
read a book a day.
He's short. I mean, that's okay. That's not bad though. Yeah. There's nothing negative with that.
Of course.
And he does push some of the Gary V shit where he says, "Look, a lot of it is a lot of slow flips." And Gary V, he emphasizes slow flips. He says, "Look, if you go to the dollar store and you buy, like, you know, he said this. If you go to the dollar store, you buy whatever kind of shit, and you flip this for, you know, maybe $1 extra or whatever. You know, he's putting in." It shows on a smaller scale,
but it shows the power of the internet. Those people would never have gotten a platform without, and they're the
internet's made motherfuckers come far.
One thing I will say that Gary Vee said the difference that the dude you were talking about, Gary Vee, like not Gary Vee said it, but the person my dad told me is like 40. A lot of people like this. A man, there's like it doesn't take a special man to love his family.
That's a good point.
It takes a special man to love somebody that is not his blood.
Yo, that's powerful.
You know what I mean? And the reason why I, as a business guy, I respect Gary Vee, because Gary Vee literally, he posts something and he says, I spent an hour on my comments. People are commenting, Gary Vee, I try shit, it doesn't work. He DMs them, it's like, it's not working because you're doing this, bad. Done. He's actually spending time with his fans and interacting with them.
And it goes back to the point is that is where the market is. Genuinity.
Yeah.
That's why it's powerful. And that's why I think it's flipping around, because people like that, people like Tesla cars are electric. They are controlling the market because they're environmentally friendly. Mm-hmm. The market is changing. The market is no longer purely just for the profit margin.
Yeah.
That's why it's powerful. That's why I think things are changing. And because we have the ability to have this conversation. And those people have the ability to break into those markets that were previously not thought of as you can't just go make a car. You know what I mean? Like, that's impossible without the internet, without the foundation that Elon Musk had and the celebrity. So it's powerful.
Right. No, there's a lot of that shit into it. There's a lot that plays into it. And at the end of the day, yeah, it starts with shit like this, with three dudes having the conversation, and then, it evolves into greater things and greater and better things. And you're right. I think you do have a point there. I think you absolutely do have a point. I'm glad you guys, put it into perspective that it was not Nat Turner, the porn star. It was actually the young boy that had the because literally there's a man there. I was like, yo,
shout out to Nat Turner, the porn
look,
star.
if you guys ever
watch
Vlad,
huge dick.
If you guys ever watch fucking Vlad TV, you guys ever watch Vlad TV?
Oh gosh! If he's on, I'm not gonna watch that.
No, and you didn't do that. But if you ever watch fucking Vlad TV, they had Titty Boy on Vlad TV, or not Titty. Was it Titty Boy?
It's 2 Chainz, right?
TT Boy, not Titty Boy. TT Boy, like TT, literally 2 T's boy, not Titty. Yeah, 2 Chainz used to be, now it's 2 Chainz, right? When he was Play a Circle.
That's a good example of never be afraid to change.
Mm-hmm.
He rebranded himself hard.
Never be afraid to change.
Hard. Yo, TT Boy said he's had sex with over 15,000 women.
What do you think about that?
That's fucked, dog. When I was reading, but yo, the thing is, I think about it. The thing is,
does he have HIV?
No, he's had the thing. Bro. Listen, the thing is, bro, he's been in a star. He's been in the film, He's been in the adult industry since like mid to late 90s.
Porn star, TT Boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's not some regular dude. No regular. I don't know. Maybe it's for fucking celebrity.
Yeah.
But no, and he says he's had sex with over 15,000 women. He says, yo, some of the women he wasn't even attracted, like not attracted to, but he was like, he wouldn't bang if it wasn't for the money. He said, nah, if it wasn't for the money, I wouldn't have done this. But he did it anyway. He's done over, because he says, yo, this man said he could shoot 3 to 5 scenes a day.
Like with a cum shot and everything.
Everything. You have to.
Powerful.
Yeah, you have to finish kind of shit.
Yo,
3 to 5 scenes a fucking
legend.
day. See, the thing is with me, I'm saying this, you guys saying, yo, Ronnie's fucked. But the thing is, these kinds of things,
does it connect?
These kinds of things intrigue me, dog. These kinds of things intrigue me. So I'm watching shit. I'm like, yo, my nigga, this nigga was able to do 3 to 5 scenes a day.
That's hard work.
My nigga, it's very hard. Yo, think about it, okay? Take 2 seconds, think about it. To us, if we're intimate with a partner, it'll be like, yo, we're in a room, it's quiet. No,
I want to bust one nut and that's it.
Nigga, before Evan, listen, horny ass, dog ass, fucking horny ass, chihuahua, humping leg ass Evan. Listen, my nigga. Before you get to the nut point, nigga, shit. When you're intimate with your fucking partner, nigga, you're gonna get intimate. It's nice. It's you and her, or you, whatever, nigga. But you and her, and you love your girl or whatever, or maybe you don't love, I don't know, whatever you're doing your thing. But this man brought up a very good point. So he's doing, in the adult film industry, is none of that shit, bro. There's cameras around you. There's fucking 10, 15 people, maybe more. Sometimes there's at least 50 people on the set with you. There's big lights on you.
Just watching you pork
dog.
This chick.
You're expected to perform. Sometimes a shorty might be, no, he would do it. He might do it with a shorty that was like,
Do they pop Viagra every scene?
He said, yo, this is the thing. He's never used enhancers.
Wow.
Ever. Not one. Well, again, and
Yo,
this
this guy is powerful.
Yo, listen.
Nah, I don't
Listen,
believe
man.
that.
No,
Yo,
this-
okay. I was just gonna say this is what he says. I don't know. This is what TT Boy says. You have to watch. Yo, this is the thing, man. There's so much, my nigga. There's so much interesting shit out on the internet. If you ever watched fucking Charlamagne's Brilliant Idiots,
Brilliant
when it was
Idiots. Shout out to Brilliant
when it was shout out to them when it was gunplay.
Yeah.
Did you see the gunplay one?
Yeah,
when he was
it was
talking about the pimping,
Yeah.
that was crazy to me. I was so, because the thing is we don't see shit like that anymore.
Yeah.
Everything's so like, oh no, like why would you speak about people in this fashion and all this shit? And it was like, it's like he did this. This was his reality. This is what he knew.
Yeah.
Not everyone is fucking like this.
Yeah.
But to me, that was one of the most intriguing fucking interviews, intriguing moments, intriguing conversations that I've ever seen in the new age. That spoke to me. I was like, holy fuck.
Powerful. It's a good point to end on. It's a good point to end on. 40 saying like just curiosity. That's what you're saying. You're intrigued by that content.
I'm intrigued
Stay
by a lot of
curious.
things. No, I'm intrigued by a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
stay
one
curious.
thing.
But stay curious.
sure.
I want to end on a few
For
good
sure.
points. Stay curious, and love is powerful.
Obviously, love is
That
always
love
gonna be
is
powerful.
everything.
Always going to be
Yeah,
powerful.
yeah.
Very powerful. Always powerful.
And don't be afraid to go out and meet different people. You know what I mean? Being comfortable in certain situations. Like I went to Brazil this summer. Like culture was really different. Sometimes I was a little uncomfortable in situation, but you know what I mean? That's part of being human. You know, if you're always staying with the same kind of people, if you're doing anything like that, you're not living life. You're literally not
so
living.
right.
Living life is you meeting different people, understand different ideas. You might not always agree with them. That's the thing. I'm not telling you. I'm not putting a gun to your head and say I agree with everybody that you're gonna meet. That's
At least hear them out.
You know what I mean? Hear them out. You know what I mean? See different thing. At the end of the day, sit down, have a nice meal with them.
God bless. Good night.
I'll
Thank you very much.
say to end it, I'll say, yo, look, if you're young out there, wake up every day and work fucking hard. No matter what your grind is, no matter what your craft is, look to make the best of what you got.